Okay, today's notes is going to practice multiplying monomials and polynomials. So basically we're combining everything from the past few days. What we need to do is pay attention to the symbols and the signs, what's going on each time, and all we have to do is take the expressions and simplify them. Our first example, we've got b minus 4 times b plus 6. Well, in this one we can just use FOIL, right? B times b is b squared. B times 6, 6b. Now move on to the next value. We've got negative 4 times b, which is negative 4b. Then negative 4 times 6, which is negative 24. Combine your like terms. So I have a positive 6b and a negative 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So it is b squared plus 2b minus 24. Alright, you guys try number 2, see what you remember. Push pause on the video until you've tried it. Push play when you're ready to see your answer, okay? Push pause now. Okay, hopefully you've worked it out. Distribute, so d times d is d squared. D times negative 5 is negative 5d. 2 times d, positive 2d. 2 times negative 5, negative 10. Negative 5 plus 2, negative 3d. So it's d squared minus 3d minus 10. Okay, look at number 3. We see on this one we have a number outside touching a parentheses. This is going to be a distribute, but there's only one value, so instead of doing both numbers, you just got to take this one and multiply it by everything. So let's distribute. 3r times r squared, still 3, and there's one r there, 2 there, so it's r to the third. 3r times negative 2r, that's negative 6, there's one r here, so that's r to the second. And 3r times 4 is just going to be 12r. Double check, make sure we don't have any like terms. R to the third is not the same as r squared, and that's not the same as r. So that's our final answer. Now, practice this one. But before we distribute, what do we have to do first? We've got to do the parentheses. So on number 5, go ahead and try it, work it out. Push play after you've worked it out, okay? Push pause now. Alright, now exponents come before multiply, so we can't distribute yet. We've got to do the exponent. So all of this is raised to the second power. Start with your numbers. 3 squared, that means 3 times 3, which is 9. X to the first squared is going to be x to the second. Y to the second squared is going to be y to the fourth. Now, I'll take all that and I'll multiply it by 7. 7 times 9 is 63. There's no letters with it, so it's still x squared y to the fourth. Alright, number 4. This is just a regular multiply, so we're just using the product rule. Negative 4 times 5, negative 20. C to the third times c. There's 3 c's here, there's 1 c here, so that is c to the fourth. And then d times d, there's 1d here, 1d here, so that is going to be d to the second. Okay, number 6. Hopefully you guys can see these and you can answer them very quickly. There's not a multiply, there's not a power rule, there's no crazy rules. These are just like terms. They're both a to the third. Well, how many? There's 1 here, there's 1 here. What's 1 plus 1? Good, so it's 2a to the third. I'm going to stop the video here. We'll do the back on the next video.